This is New Labour transformed into a fairy tale.
Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Once upon a time there was a kingdom, and for many years it was ruled by two powerful kings. But the kings wouldn't have been in power without a third man. The people called him the Prince of Darkness. Don't know why.
The Dark Prince, of course, is trying to sell a book. A crucial figure over the past 15 years, loved and hated by his party, Lord Mandelson's memoir, we are told, will be honest, punchy and provocative. Already the timing of publication has frustrated many. He's jumped the gun on his old friend Tony Blair, whose own book comes out in September. And Labour, of course, is very sensitive so soon after election defeat.
We lost the election when we started attacking each other internally about Brown and Blair, now being reiterated in Peter's book, and then some of the people on the sides coming in and blaming somebody else. Can we forget all that?
He was a hit at the last conference.
And Peter, the Labour Party has really learned to love you. Thank you for what you do.
What he did best was the photo opportunity and was made Labour's last election supremo. Now his potentially embarrassing revelations will be serialised in the Times tomorrow. It's reported he describes Gordon Brown as leading an insurgency against Tony Blair, and the newspaper deal also includes a publicity interview in which Lord Mandelson says he has the qualities worthy of a Prime Minister, but there's also an admission they'd got it wrong.
Where I think we made a mistake in government was allowing ourselves to be characterised as people who were somehow indifferent to the deficit or in denial about the consequences of what was happening in our public finances that allowed us to fight back against these new economic conditions. And so I think very much as a government we got the economics right, but some of the politics and the communications wrong.
One of his old colleagues, Gordon Brown's former spin doctor Charlie Whelan, said he led the worst campaign in Labour's history because he was distracted by the book. So will this fairy tale generate a nightmare for Labour's leadership hopefuls who still live in the shadows of the Blair-Brown rift? Andy Burnham and David Miliband were traditionally in the Blair camp, and Ed Balls and Ed Miliband with Gordon Brown. Diane Abbott, the other contender who doesn't fit neatly into either camp, today wrote on Twitter, "The Mandelson diaries seem set to reignite the Blair-Brown wars." Lord Mandelson says rather than making mischief, the book should teach these candidates a thing or two about governing Britain.